Good morning, Long Beach. It's Jerlene, and I'm live. This is day 10 of Walking the Westside. It's day 10 of Walking the Westside, having a conversation about the city of Long Beach Westside Promise. If the Westside Promise is a lie, it's not even a broken promise, yet it's a promise to developers. Wow, 10 days. Actually, y'all, I'm pretty proud of myself that I've been consistent. And actually, I'm feeling good. Just getting up early every day and walking. Today is Saturday, September 6th, I believe. Got out a little bit later this morning. Took my time to get out the house. It's Saturday. You don't have to make sure kids are out to school. I've already walked a mile. I am on Willow again, but I'm on a different section of Willow than I was on earlier this week. I've been on Willow. I've started at Willow twice already. So we'll flip the camera across the street. Actually, I'm going to walk up because I want y'all to see this up close. So across the street is the Big Saver. The Big Saver is where I began the conversation earlier this week. And down the street is where I began a conversation where I walk through an area that has like the cutest little neighborhood on the west side. Right now I'm walking past the church. They got some things going on here, y'all. I don't know what they got going on, but I'm kind of excited to see whatever happens. The Willow Street Church of God. So across the street is the Big Saver, and I was in there. But the one thing I want to kind of highlight is what's being set up right now. So I mean, anyone who knows, I've expressed my concern with the taco pop-ups, and I'm not going to go over there. But part of my issue, like this is the part I'm going to explain. I want to explain the hypocrisy of it. Okay, so you see these curb cuts right here. Now these are required by law to ensure ADA compliance. Now before these were done, the city of Long Beach had already come through and put in curb cuts. Then they came in not too many years later to add these nice little yellow things. Why? Because they want to be compliant with ADA. Yet, it's contradictory when they allow an entire... Woo-wee, that gutter stinks. Oh my God. Y'all, I'm going to have to go over and look at this disgusting thing. I don't know if y'all can see it. Oh, there we go. The entire sidewalk is taken up. Now, explain to me, how can a city be ADA compliant when they allow for a pop-up business that probably doesn't have all the proper whatever to be in operation to take up an entire sidewalk? But they've gone through and they've spent money to make this happen because they want to be compliant. Now, something that I'm noticing, this gutter smells horribly. But what I can tell you right now by the look at it, because somebody has been pouring oil in it or grease in it. And by the smell of it, it's most likely food grease. And the reason I know it's food grease is because I grew up in Arkansas, y'all, and one of my jobs was to take stuff out to the slop bucket, out to the pig pen. This shit smells like a pig pen. So I'm going to go from here now. There has been a pop-up on this corner and a pop-up on that corner. But are they pouring their MF and grease down the goddamn gutter? This needs to be looked into. I don't know if there's a way the city can test this. But anyway, I'm keeping catalog of these things. Sorry, y'all. It was not how I was supposed to be starting this morning. But anyway, I'm on Willow. I just showed you something, the concern that I've had that is contradiction within the city of Long Beach. Willow is a main thoroughfare coming from the east side of Long Beach. Willow turns into Sepulveda, takes you through Wilmington, Torrance, into LA. If you keep going that way, there are some businesses on Willow. Not sure how well they're doing. One thing that happened a while ago is there was a change in zoning on this area. I'm going to do some research so I can share more information with you. But anyway, why am I doing this? Conversation is to walk the west side of Long Beach, share with people what our community looks like, talk about some of our needs, and also outline how this whole initiative that has been put in place by the City of Long Beach Mayor Rex Richardson, the Westside Promise, is a lie, and how it's not actually doing anything to truly meet the needs of the community. And the more and more I learn, I'm learning that there's some voices that were absent from this process. But right now, I am walking up on my favorite taco truck right here. Oh, and smog shop. There's a smog shop over here if you didn't know, y'all. I got my smog there on my truck earlier this year. But my favorite taco shop. So screenshot that, y'all, so y'all can remember. This is, now, I was showing you across the street good morning. I was showing you across the street the pop-up that I am against. Now, don't go to the pop-up. Come to this taco truck, okay? My favorite, they have, everything is good, okay? The case of tacos, again, that's why I'm looking like this, y'all, because I'll be up at the taco truck. So the taco truck is on Willow and Delta. All right, so again, this morning I walked up Easy Street. So Easy Street is another kind of a main thoroughfare through the neighborhood on the west side. I know I've been walking Santa Fe. Here, let me flip just to show some other businesses here. We got Jamae Bakery over there. They're all right. They're not my favorite Filipino bakery, but it's a business. It's thriving. We have a dairy here. Back in the day, I believe this used to be a drive-through dairy. I walked up Easy this morning. I had a little easy stroll up Easy Street. And several days ago when I walked and talked about how someone made a comment that the West Side was not a glamorous part of the city of Long Beach and how it was industrial. Well, I'm going to show you what Easy Street looks like. Does not look industrial. And this is also an issue. The West Side Promise, the data was all captured from the Santa Fe corridor. If they were to have captured data just from Easy Street, it would tell a different story about the West Side. It would tell a story of homeowners, of home renters, of families, of educated folks who have college degrees and of course high school, whatever, which that doesn't matter. We can't get stuck stupid on that. But it would tell a different story if they pulled the data off of Easy Street. That is how diverse our community is and how unbalanced the data that the city of Long Beach used. So at this corridor, a flip, there's a bus line. So this bus line runs up Willow. This bus line, there's multiple bus lines. One will take you to Lakewood, like toward Lakewood High School. One will take you toward Milliken High School. I can't remember where the other one, but there's multiple bus lines that run. So this is a very important corridor intersection right here. On Easy Street, there is also a bus. It's the 41. Back in the day, it was the Easy number 1 bus that turned into the number 5 when you got downtown. I know because I used to ride the bus. When I was on Santa Fe, so I am not today, but I'm actually going to walk the distance from Easy to Santa Fe because I do want to show people the distance between the available public transit. I'm not going to do that today, but I did want to highlight a few things before I start making my journey back into the neighborhood. So this is another little shopping center up here. You like sesame seed balls? Right up in there, right there at Penetes. Now this famous coffee sandwiches boba place, y'all, they got the best shrimp fried rice. My kids like the boba. Mama likes the shrimp fried rice. Uh-oh, my selection is slow. Why am I slow? Hold on, y'all. Okay, I lost this. My signal was getting really weak. But what I was saying, they have the best shrimp fried rice right here. They also have sandwiches. Like I said, my kids like the boba. Now, pupusaria. This is one of my favorite pupusarias. I haven't been here in a bit, but this one is a really nice come sit down. If you like pupusas, this one's been here for a really, really long time. So these are some jewels that are here on the west side of Long Beach. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure they're doing well because they're still here, right? So let me step under here. Now, I did some commentary from out here sometime last year from Lee Ho Seafood Market. They have experienced multiple vandalisms over just the last year. Most of the vandalisms are, there's a homeless encampment that is right up over the freeway, and so they've been broken into multiple times. I did speak to the owner. I'd asked him if he wanted to, have some like additional support, and he said he really didn't want to highlight too much because he didn't want to draw too much attention. Here's another business. I've never been in here, but I was reading about this. I need to come here. But how good it is. If you see, they just kind of got some boards laid up against the door. They've been vandalized multiple times. And so these are businesses here on the West Side. I wonder, who's supporting them? Who is helping them to thrive? Who is making sure that their needs as business owners in our community are being met? My signals keeps, every time I step close to the business, my signal gets slow. So anyway, I'm going to walk back down to Easy. And there's some other business over here where you have the Jehovah Witness Hall, the Kingdom Hall across the street. And again, this is the entryway to going over, exiting the West Side, going over the 710 freeway, going over the flood control, entering to the 710 freeway. Okay, I'm walking back to Easy. But as I walk back to Easy Street, what I've been doing before I get to my starting points in the morning, I'm listening to either music or something encouraging and motivational. This morning I was listening to Earl Nightingale. Have you ever listened to Earl Nightingale? You really should. I've been listening to Earl Nightingale for the last, I think, 15 years. And I'll drop a link in this post so you can listen to what I was listening to on my mile walk this morning. Invitation is still open for folks who want to come out and walk with me. I'd really appreciate it. It would be great. Make this a community activity. Now, before I head back south down Easy, I'm gonna flip around. So the other side, so south of Willow is kind of called informally Lower West Side. Once you go on the other side of Willow, it's just, upper West Side. I am going to get to that area soon, but I think I'm going to ride a bike. So now I am heading down Easy Street. Had the city of Long Beach captured data from Easy for the West Side Promise, it would tell a different story. But the reality is they want to tell a story of a downtrodden community. This is not a downtrodden community. Yes, there's some challenges. Yes, there are some things. Oh, I love the flowers. There are some things that need to be addressed in our community, without a doubt. One thing that I keep bringing up, we have an aging population that needs to be addressed. We have some youth that have absolutely no support in the way in which they need support. We have infrastructure issues that are not being dealt with. We have with infrastructure issues not being dealt with. We have some violence that's happened over here, but that's with any community, right? But to paint our community as having been in such a negative spot, that's not good, okay? That's really not good. And I know it's like, how do you tell the story where you tell the full story of a community? Now, these are all homes. If you notice, there's no apartments over here. People may have some ADUs in the back, but these are all homes. And growing up, I loved coming down Easy Street. I always wanted to live on Easy Street. And then when I got older and learned how to drive and realized what traffic looked like, I didn't want to live on Easy Street. I just enjoy walking down Easy Street. Again, bus line. I don't know where the bus line goes to anymore. Back in the day, it was the Easy number 1. On Santa Fe, it was 23, 22. But I used to catch the bus. Oh, here we go. I don't know if y'all can see that. But it goes downtown. It goes up past Wardlow. So we do have public transit. Again, I'm still walking on Easy Street. I am going to cut over because one thing about this, the reality is I am not going to be able, I'll go down the street. I am not going to be able to walk every single street on the west side, but I will be able to pass by every single street. And that's going to be my goal and objective. And whether I finish this now or before September 12th, which is my goal date, I'm going to continue walking. And what I'm doing, this is not new. Several years ago, I had created a Instagram page. It was walk, roll, bike, Long Beach, and I started walking Long Beach. And then there was these incidents of violence that was taking place across the city where women were being attacked and beaten. And I got very scared and I stopped. Couldn't really get anyone to come out to walk with me even though I asked, so I just stopped. And then got idle, experienced some back injury, so I didn't keep moving. So right now, this is actually all right. I don't know if people are still with me. Lost signal completely. Actually, I'm going to just go ahead and end. The reason why, there's been a outage on Spectrum. And even though my phone isn't on Spectrum, what's interesting, I've discovered when Spectrum has the outages, it actually impacts our cell service. So I am going to actually stop this now. What I was trying to do, I'd wanted to get over to the last street because yesterday I actually walked a section of the west side that had us up on the back side of the 710 freeway. I had wanted to go over there and just show people what that looked like, because I believe it's Fashion and it's Gale Street, but I'm not, because it seems like I have no signal. So I actually had to backtrack, and I'm standing in place right now. But anyway, if you watch this far, I appreciate it. Please comment, like, react, share your thoughts. Do you have a West Side story? More to come. If you saw my post from yesterday where I posted images, I captured images from the presentation, the City of Long Beach presentation about the West Side Promise, and showed how they had listed a church that I had walked past I believe it was last week, and where it was stated that this church property was potential development, future development. Well, interestingly, of course, people at the church don't know that, right? And I expressed the concern and disrespect of the city to do such a thing, right? Please check out, I'm over the next few days, I'll be sharing more and more information directly out of the presentation that was presented by the City of Long Beach to accompany the conversation that I'm having walking through the neighborhood. And then I will be doing I'll be sitting down at the computer and going through the presentation and outlining some of the things that I think are problematic. And part of this, the reason I'm doing this, is the City of Long Beach will be hosting a celebration, a West Side Festival, on September 13th, celebrating the success of the West Side Promise. Well, my question is, what are we celebrating? Are we celebrating dumped items? Are we celebrating graffiti? What are we actually celebrating? And I do believe, we should be able to enjoy ourselves in community and be in community and have fun, but do not use our community as a photo op. And what's been happening, we have elected officials that continue to use our community to elevate themselves, right? And the fact that the narrative about the West Side is not being told, yes, we need services. Yes, we need adequate resources, but do not paint my community as some downtrodden, save the poor people of the West Side, because it's not okay. The West Side is a beautiful place to live with all of our issues and our challenges. The beautiful homes. And anyway, y'all, I was not trying to get all emotional. Let me take off my glasses. Trying to get all emotional about this morning. Yet anyway, I'll continue the conversation tomorrow. Tomorrow, I think I might get on a bike. Because I don't know where I want to go. I'm not sure if I'm going to be up to walking that far. But either way it goes, I will be live tomorrow, God willing. And for folks that have been watching, thank you. Thank you for your feedback. If you have any questions, any things you want me to check out, please let me know. If you want to come out and join me, I would appreciate some company. Otherwise, I'll just keep on listening to Earl Nightingale. All right. Take care, folks. Enjoy your day.